All right, cool. Our boarding time is actually 9:50. We're delivering a 15305 AP to a client in Brisbane today. And we're running a little bit late, so we gotta run. Let's go. I just heard in security, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about, but she was like, my mum got pregnant with my brother. I'm like, what the f? It's a strange world we live in. Let me check the gate. So cheap traveling, right? You lose a whole day of freaking just moving around and everything, and you're always on the go. That's why I generally prefer to like take Uber everywhere when I go traveling, because you end up, you can catch up with work and stuff, and unfortunately business doesn't really stop. Between the hours of like 9 to like 6, my phone's just blowing up, so what's the point of driving around and not being able to get back to people? But yeah, man, just gotta prioritize. Unfortunately, yes, it does cost a little bit more, but what do? You spend more here, you make more there, it is what it is. The guy's wearing wearing a Sprite, a Lefty on Jubilee. Can you get it on his wrist? Should we ask him? Should we talk to him? Sick watch, brother.
Oh, thank you.
How long have you had it for?
About a year.
Is it?
Yeah.
New? Brand new?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the being on the other side?
It's good because I swap it because sometimes I wear a bracelet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They say that it's good because it doesn't knock on your wrist. Yeah. For sure. It's a sick watch, man. Good shit, man. So this is what we're actually delivering to our client in Brisbane. We actually had gone to Gold Coast first to settle this watch and get the paperwork and everything. But yeah, this is the 15305 that I was talking about, AP skeleton stainless steel. It's a 2015 model, stunning piece. And obviously I've said it in the past, but it is a 39 mil, so it does wear a lot better than the 40 mil or the 41 mil. Let me show you guys the watch, the exact watch. Yeah, there it is, a skeleton movement. It wears so well, and actually this is actually one of my favorite watches at the moment. Just the way it wears, it's actually really nice. You're looking to pay about 160, 170 for a piece like this on the grey market. Obviously they don't, I don't believe that they make them anymore. I'm pretty sure that they've been discontinued. You can't really get any newer models. But this unit in particular is actually a very good example in the sense that it's actually very clean. It's just actually been serviced. When we received it actually wasn't running really well, so we had to get it shipped into New South Wales, Sydney, and get it serviced, because we can't be delivering watches to clients that are duds. So yeah, so we got this one shipped in, it got serviced, now it's going to the client. So we're going down to Brisbane today at around 3 o'clock. We'll be meeting with the client at W Hotel in Brisbane and delivering that watch to him. So yeah, very good customer service, I guess. So yeah, you do have to kind of make the time, obviously, go deliver. You can't just ship this kind of stuff to clients, because they'll need a size and everything. And I just want to make sure that I meet the client properly and make sure that the watch fits their wrist. Oftentimes they usually fly in to pick up their watches, but this instance he couldn't make it in, so I was like, you know what, it'd be a good opportunity to make some good content too. So this whole video will be actually about us documenting the whole journey, which will be nice. Guys, if you guys want to make some money, there seems to be a shortage of Uber drivers in the Gold Coast / Brisbane. I think if you're looking for an opportunity to make some dough, you should make some decent chump change in freaking Gold Coast. I'm not finding anything. It's weird. Come on, man. Yeah, so we bought that 15305 from him. And unfortunately, when he sent it down for us to check it, it was actually not running well. So we actually sent it to horologist, got it serviced, and flew back up to collect the box and the paperwork and the cards from Tim so that we can go deliver it to our client in Brisbane. Like I said, I thought that they were close. I thought that Tim was actually in Brisbane, but he's actually in Gold Coast. And so unfortunately I have to pay an extra $100 or something to kind of Uber it to Brisbane, but we'll get that done today. Hopefully we have some stock for us too, so we want to see if we can do some buying for the team, because we're a bit low in stock at the moment. And yeah, should be fun, should be a good one.
It's good to meet you finally.
Come here, come here. Go. Timmy,
Babe,
How are you? Nice to meet you in
me.
person. This is office, huh?
It's been a while.
Oh, so this is operations.
This is me for now.
I like it.
I'm
I like
actually-
it.
Like as you know, I'm moving down to Currumbin.
Yeah.
The place is probably about 5 times the
Yeah.
size of
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
And yeah, this is sort of just for now.
What are you paying here for, out of curiosity?
It's like $500 a week.
That's
mate.
nothing. I was quite pleased that he got it in time because I told him, bro, if you don't get me this watch back, I'm gonna get my fingers chopped off. He's like, no, I got you, bro, I got you. But yeah, it's working fine. Everything's
Did
all
you know
good.
it was me?
Sorry?
Did you know that it was that I was
Tim?
involved with it?
I don't think so. I think.
Again, he's another one of these people that I've dealt with for years.
Yeah, yeah. But you've never really met him in
I've
person.
never met him in person.
In person, yeah. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I'm so slack with getting down to Sydney.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Well, to be fair, we're so busy as it is. Like, obviously, I know, you know, everyone, all of us, and so it's hard enough for us to kind of, you know, take some time out. Even today, you know, I usually book up my Monday, so I don't really see any clients. I just kind of catch up with stuff. But today alone, I was in Brisbane, and like 3 people wanted to move their bookings to Monday. I'm like, mate, what do you want me to do? Like, boys, can you help me out, please? I'm not in Sydney today. No, it's good. You've got a good monopoly in the market. There's not too many dealers up here, which is nice. So
no, there's not. Even less now that Greg from Lux Connect has gone over to Dubai to do whatever he's doing.
Oh, he's not here anymore.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Totally
He's
gone.
packed up and
Gone.
disappeared.
How long have you been doing it for?
Oh, like 2018 properly.
Wow, what were you doing before this?
I was national sales manager for a glass company, importing glass products.
And you're like, fuck this,
for
I want to sell
construction
watches.
industry. And then before that, like I had that job for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Before that, I was a tradie. I had a glass company.
Oh, shit.
Installing mirrors and shower screens.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you got a nice complete package down there.
Yeah.
With what you do online and the physical presence as well.
Correct, yeah,
Brick and
yeah.
mortar business.
Of course, yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it's been really cool watching everybody
Grow, yeah.
And we've all sort of come up at the same time together.
Yeah.
And I think everyone sort of the penny dropped at the same time. Like, oh, there's a proper business here.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that's-
can invest in this
Yeah.
business and
Yeah.
you know, create something more substantial.
Yeah. For me, it was a bit late actually, because I think I joined a little bit late. I joined the whole community like maybe a year or 2 ago. Maybe 2 years ago, pretty close to it. And I've seen some other dealers who were like the same as me, kind of coming up,
Yeah.
and some who disappeared completely.
Yeah.
Tim, show us what you got here, my friend.
Mainly Rolex. As
Mainly
usual.
Rolex, yes.
Bread and butter stuff. The
Yeah.
subbies, the
Subbies, Sky
the
Dwellers,
stuff
yeah.
that everybody loves.
Yeah.
These have come back up a little bit.
Yeah,
in,
yeah, man, that's
popularity.
weird, man. Like, just
Yeah.
before Christmas, 2 months before Christmas, they were trading. So people were trying to get rid of them at 27.
Oh, for sure. I
Eh.
sold one for 28. I just bought one for 28.
Exactly, and now they're back up to like 32. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Last one I sold was 33. So
Yeah, yeah,
brand new.
crazy prices, mate.
Even the Sprites have had a little bit of a renaissance.
Correct,
Come back
yes.
as well. I think everybody's seen them come down under 30.
Correct.
They've jumped on them.
Yeah.
Now people are holding on to them
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's hard to get Pepsis at the moment. The speculations come.
Man, I've got
that
two.
might be discontinued.
I've got a 2023 and 2024 stickered, brand new, unworn.
You gonna hold on to it?
Yes, well, I just got it. I'm like, you know what? I might just hold on to it, see what happens. Because we had a 15, Patek 5712.
Oh, nice.
Mate, just before it got discontinued, we didn't sell it. We were holding on to it, not knowing that it was going to get discontinued.
And did they pop much?
Mate, it went up 20, 30 grand.
Oh, beautiful.
We ended up selling it for 195.
What do you reckon's next? They're gonna chop the Aquanaut.
I'm gonna
stainless?
say
Probably not.
Nah, maybe because they seem to be getting rid of all their stainless models at the moment.
Yeah, cleaning.
But
house
I reckon for
stainless.
Rolex, hopefully Pepsi and Celebration Dial. I've got
Oh, you reckon?
yeah.
Celebration Dial?
I hope so.
What happened? Maybe this one. Maybe
Tiffany.
Maybe they'll drop the
Yeah.
Tiffany's.
Didn't they discontinue the 36? No, the
41's gone.
41s, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of them, I remember they discontinued it.
Yeah.
But at one stage, just were trading at freaking crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I remember D had 2 of them up, his and her set, up for I think it was like 60 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago. I'm like, crazy.
And hopefully, there's been rumours for a while that the Snoopy might be reaching the end of its production as
Mate,
well.
prices of them have jumped as well. You know, they're back to 26 now.
Well,
Like we've been getting so many inquiries from. It's crazy.
I'll sell you that one for 23.
Yeah.
There's 3 grand in it.
What year is it?
It's 2023.
Oh, there's
Still an unworn piece.
Oh, there you go. Yes,
Yeah.
it's funny because we get asked, like, during Christmas, I had 2 of them, like, you know what, they're not going to sell, screw it. I bought one for 19,
Yeah.
and the other one for, I think it was like 21 or something, 22. I sold one for 23 and the other one for like 24, I think it is, during Christmas. I'm like,
wow.
get rid of it.
That's good for a Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy in Melbourne trying to sell one for 19.
Yeah.
And it was 2024.
Yeah.
These have popped up in price in terms of retail.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm selling that now at Rolex's retail
Retail?
price, which I think is 76.5.
Damn.
So
We shipped one out to New Zealand just last week. Last week for 84.
Yeah.
I think it was NZ.
It should sell for in the 80s now, but look, I bought it before the price increase.
Yep.
I'm not passing it on.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it should sell pretty quick.
Yeah.
These are up around 39, 38 grand now.
Yeah.
So
Retail's like what, 34 I think now.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. So
Yeah.
again, like, it's getting up there. To get into a two-tone Daytona now, you got to pay the better part of 40.
Well, Adam was saying back in the days, his father and that would used to walk into like Rolex ADs and offer like $2 million. Hey, what can I buy?
Yeah,
And they
that's
used to
what the
just
grey
get-
market used to be.
Yeah, 30% off. So
Grey
yeah,
market.
yeah,
They sell all the stuff
Yeah.
or buy all the stuff at a cost
Yeah.
that the ADs couldn't use because they have stock coming in. They can't say no, we're full.
They have to
it
sell it.
comes in irrespective.
yeah.
So yeah,
And then they've got to sell it. They've got to move it. But then what happens then? So then the grey market dealer will sell it under retail, slightly under.
yeah.
Isn't that a vicious cycle for them? Because they're kind of biting themselves in the ass because people just go to grey market.
Well, the Rolex had the better side of that vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Where the grey market was vacuuming up all the supply before it even hit the shelf. Even stuff like this or date
Really?
shells like
Crazy.
this. But what they've done is they've pumped up the retail price to the same as the grey market price. And it's a psychology thing. People are like, well, that's now,
Brand
I can't
new.
make any money on that. I'm going to lose money on that watch if I buy it now. So it becomes less popular, it drops even more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start seeing them on the shelf at Rolex. People start thinking that's not very popular. It goes even further. So what's going to happen? Rolex is going to have to discount it to actually follow our market. It's going to go the other way.
prices, yeah.
They had the perfect formula. All they had to do was keep the grey market above the retail market, and it would siphon all of the supply. I don't even know if they're cognizant of the grey market dynamic that has enabled them to sell out absolutely everything. Rolex HQ doesn't care. They're going to sell everything to their ADs anyway. So what's going to happen is the ADs are going to be the ones that miss
Get
out on
shafted,
margin.
yeah.
They're going to have to start discounting. It's water off a duck's back for Rolex HQ.
For us.
ADs are going to be one that feel the pinch. So
this is the reason why we actually came to Gold Coast today and not Brisbane, because we actually had to pick up this box from Tim. So he sent the watch down to us, like I said, to get the watch checked and everything. He needed a quick service, so we sent it off to Michael. Everything checked out. And yeah, we came back up with the watch, picked up the box. The box is here along with all the paperwork. So if you guys didn't know, AP used to have booklets instead of cards, and all these big booklets are basically the cards to verify and authenticate the watch. So yeah, we needed this before we can actually deliver it to our client. So we'll actually head off to our client after this, up to Brisbane, like I said, through Uber, and then get this delivered to him because he's been waiting a week or so for his brand new 15305 SC AP. Tim, my man.
congratulations.
Man, we were saying that me and Tim, we've been doing business for a while now. We've been doing, sending thousands of dollars to each other, sight unseen, whatever, sending the watch down. So he actually sent me this watch down without getting payment. That's how much trust there is in this community. If you're, I guess, a reliable player and people then get to know you better, they're happy to send stuff down to you without payment. Obviously, you got to really trust the individual that you work with. Because some horror stories can happen where, like Tim just said, watches can go missing or watches can go unpaid for month and month and month, and unfortunately, if you're unlucky, you won't get that money back. So yeah, man, that's a watch dealing space, man. Trust is everything. Brother,
Finally.
I know, finally got to meet in person.
Yeah,
man.
awesome,
Let me know if you need
Love it.
anything else at all, but I appreciate you for. Jesus, that was fun. Yeah, I actually quite enjoy going out to meeting these other dealers every now and again, because like I said, you do so many deals with them, you send them thousands of dollars, but then you never really get to meet them in person. Like it's always a display picture and a name on their profile. So you don't actually know who they actually are until you meet them, and then what happens is when you meet them, you actually build a better connection with them. And so in the future, when you're actually trying to do deals, it's a lot easier because you know who it is. It's name to face. It's you've actually had the interaction, not just another name on social media. But no, man, Tim, lovely guy. Tim, if you watch this, bro, appreciate you for having us, and I'm sure that next time we'll come down, we'll spend a bit more time with you, man. But yeah, we've got to run to our next destination. Emily? Hello. Jay, how are you? Thanks for meeting with me.
Okay.
Everything's paid for, no stress. What I'm doing is delivering. It's a shame that he couldn't make it.
Yeah, I know. He's really
Yeah, is he alright?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? No, fair enough. I told him, because he gave me the measurements of his wrist, but I just, there's no way I can measure it out here to kind of justify for him. So what I'll do is I'll suggest some watchmakers he can take it to. They can get sized.
Okay.
And what they'll do, they'll size it and everything accordingly to him. Okay? So he bought himself I kid you not, I've been talking about this watch for the last 2 weeks because we had to run all around the world for it. But yeah, there it is, man. So yeah, this is basically the watch he's purchased. It's in mint condition. There's no dings or dents on it. So it is a skeletonized movement. And the links, how they come out, is obviously you gotta get them removed. But yeah, like I said, just tell him that I'll suggest some options so he can take it too. Okay.
Perfect.
It is fully linked as well. As for the papers, it's all down here. So there's a booklets, menus, and all that. Yeah, manual booklets and everything. So it's all there. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Tell him to give me a buzz.
Yeah, I will.
But anything else you need, just call me in and I'll help him out with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Fly all the way up from Sydney.
Yeah, we did actually. So we so I had because I had to pick up something from another friend of mine down in Gold Coast, and I thought he was in Brisbane, so I thought I'll knock two birds with a stone.
Nah.
Turns out he was actually in Gold Coast. I'm like shit. So I flew into Gold Coast, went to meet him, grabbed the stuff I need from him, spent like an hour there, took an Uber all the way up here. Met with for you guys, and then I wanted to grab some dinner and fly back. So that's all right. He's a good client anyway, so I'm gonna do it. Look, no, that's fine. We're like, we enjoy it. It makes for good content too. So
Good.
Yeah.
As long as it's been worth.
yeah, that's it. Look, if you need anything else at all, please let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just give him a cup buzz, and then you should be good to go.
I'll
Cool.
let him know. But thank
Emily,
you very much.
thank you for helping us out with that. Finally. After almost 2 weeks of trying to figure out his deal, we finally got the deal done. The client received their watch, the 15305 ST, skeletonized stainless steel, 39mm Audemars Piguet watch. So unfortunately, the client wasn't actually available to meet with us because he was sick, so he sent his friend to come pick up the watch, which is fine. Unfortunately, I couldn't size the watch to him. I wanted him here so I could actually size the watch, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest some options for him to get the watch size there, because obviously, I want him to wear it and everything. But yeah, great guy. He actually reached out to me on Instagram saying that he actually wants this watch and that he was looking to get it overseas, but I'm like, look, I can actually get it for you here for that same price, so what's the point of going overseas to get it with all the taxes and bullshit? So yeah, we do that for clients quite a bit. But yeah, pretty good deal, smooth transactions, no issues. They paid up front before I even came, so it made life much easier. And yeah, I thought I'd fly up to hand deliver it to him, but yeah, he wasn't here. But it is what it is. We still got to meet Tim from this trip, which is great. So like I said, we do a lot of business interstate as well with other dealers and stuff and other clients, but we never really get to meet them. So it's actually really nice that we actually got to meet him this time around. So what we're gonna do now is my videographer and I, Izzy, and myself will get some food because we're starving. It's 2 o'clock. It's actually 3 o'clock in Sydney time, but it's 2 o'clock here. We're gonna get some food, and then we're gonna head back to the airport for our 5:30 boarding and 6 o'clock flight. And yeah, we're gonna get it.